each other up. This is life. My father's life was especially challenging. There were difficulties when he was born in 1956, and nobody thought he was going to make it. Little did they know, my father was a fighter. He cheated death and survived. He survived poverty and starvation only to face a cruel genocide. Out of the horror, a beautiful marriage blossomed as he married my mother in 1979. While they stayed in the refugee camp in Thailand, my sister and brother were born. Imagine surviving a horrific genocide and making the decision to take your wife and children to a faraway country, to a place where there are so many unknowns, where all things are strange and you don't know the language. My father's strength, courage, and hope carried my mother and siblings here to America where I was born. He placed all his hopes and dreams in his children and 2 grandchildren, and he raised us all very well. January 2nd was the day that this world got a little bit colder as heaven and earth collided. As I think about my father's death, his words echo in my mind. We Buddhists believe that life and death is but a cycle. We are all born, we all get sick, and we must all die. But as a cycle, our souls can be reincarnated. Only our goodness can determine the fate of our next life. We are all born, we must all die, but it is never the end. Of all the things that we have in life, we can only take with us our goodness. Of all the things that we leave behind, the only thing that lasts is our goodness. These are the words that my father has left us with. When things are quiet and I'm alone, I think to myself, my father will never walk me down the aisle. He won't be there for the birth of my first child the way that he was for my sisters. In this silence, I hear my father's wise words, I'm still watching you. If ever there is uncertainty in your life where you wish that you could hear his voice one last time, remember his wisdom. If ever there is a moment in time where you find yourself saying, I wish he could see this, remind yourself that he has been watching all this time. We have all lost a wonderful person in our lives, but with each loss, we have all gained yet another guardian angel. He is my shade on a hot day and the warmth in my heart. He is in my blood and his goodness lives on in me. There are details that I could share to describe what a wonderful husband, father, grandfather, brother, friend, and neighbor he was, but no words could ever amount to the magnitude of his goodness. My father has kindness that stretched far across the oceans and wisdom that echoes beyond all time. I have not come here to say goodbye. Instead, I will see you later, Dad.
As my father took his last breath, we take for granted each time we breathe. So realize that each breath is a gift. I would like to share a song that my dad enjoyed listening as I'm washing dishes in the kitchen. This song represents a great love that him and my mother once shared. ฉันขอแลเรื่องพระรถเมรีให้พ่อเป็นครั้งสุดท้าย